Bonjour, Kinamagin and Ireland edition of CAS, and welcome to this production of the My Math Network. Today's topic, the Chapter 9 review. The purpose of this video is to review for tomorrow's assessment. You will use your book to fill out some questions while I do others with and for you. This will begin on page 695, and if you need to pause the video to get your book or your packets, go for it. Any point during this presentation where you feel that it's going too fast, feel free to pause the video, write down what you need to, and then unpause the video and move on. Let's start with a little vocabulary, and I'm going to go ahead and provide the answers. Fractions that have the same denominator, such as 1/3 and 2/3, are like fractions, the denominator being the bottom digit. Fractions that have the same value, such as 1/4 and 2/8, are equivalent fractions. If I multiply 1 times 2, I get 2. If I multiply 4 times 2, I get 8. So when we're multiplying by that magic 1, we can change the digits without changing the value. The least common denominator of 5, 6, and 7/12 is 12. So we talk about least common denominator. We take the two denominators and find the least common multiple of those two denominators. And that number is what we call the least common denominator. In this case, 6 goes into 12 evenly, so 12 was that least common denominator. A number that is a whole number part and a fraction part is called a mixed number. For example, 4 and 2/3. An example of two unlike fractions are 1/8 and 3/4. So you notice we have an 8 and a 4. Those are not the same. So they are unlike fractions. That's the opposite of like fractions where the denominators are the same. All right. So on this part, we're going to round each fraction to 0, 1/2, or 1. Just as a reminder, you can look at the comparison between the numerator or top number and the denominator, the bottom number. If the numerator is a tiny piece of the denominator, like 1/99th, we know it rounds to 0. If the numerator is almost the same as the denominator, it probably rounds to 1. If the numerator is about half of the denominator, it probably rounds to 1/2. You could use something such as a number line in order to do a visual of this as well. So I'll do the first one for you, and then you will do one. First one, 4/7. Well, 4 is about, half of 7 is 3.5. 4 is pretty close to that, so 1/2. And just keep in mind, when it was this being a little bit greater than a half, 0 was out from the beginning. If I have to pass 1/2 to get to either 0 or 1, I know it's not a possible answer. All right, so I want you to round number 7 and 8. I'll give you a few seconds to round to 0, 1/2, or 1, and then we'll talk about it. Remember, you may use a number line. All right, let's look at what you had. 9 is almost 10. 9/10 is 0.9. That's close to 1. 2 9s. Half of 9 is 4.5. 2 is closer to 0 than it is to the middle, so I would have put a 0. I'll go ahead and clear that. Let's move on to the next page. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do numbers 9 and 10, and I'll assign you to do 2. Number 9. So we have here 5 plus 1 is 6. 9 plus 9. Ooh, we don't add those. Don't make your teacher upset there. I have 6 nines, but I need it in simplest form. And I happen to realize that the greatest common factor of 6 and 9 is 3. So I'm going to divide top and bottom by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So my final answer is 2/3. Remember, whatever I multiply or divide the top by, I must do the same to the bottom. This one, 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 7, oh, don't you fall for that. It stays 7. Anytime your numerator and denominator are the same, you can simply write a 1. Because if I gave you a pizza with 7 slices and you ate all 7 slices, you ate the whole pizza. Right, I would like you now to do number 12 and 13. You may pause the video, complete these, and then come back, and then we'll go over it. You may pause the video now. Welcome back. Let's see what we get here, or what you got here. 3/5 plus 1/10. I need to make these into a common denominator, and 5 goes into 10. So this is going to be 6/10 plus 1/10. 6 plus 1 is 7. Keep your 10, 7/10. There's nothing I can do to simplify that. This one, I need to go to 8s. So we have 4/8 plus 1/8. 4 plus 1 is 5. We keep the 8. There's nothing that goes into both of those other than the 1. We're good to go. 5/8 is your final answer. I'm going to go ahead and clear. Let's do one of these with the mixed number. I'll do 1 and you'll do 1. 6 and 3/4 plus 2 and 2/4. First off, I have 6 plus 2 is 8 and 5/4. I can't do that. So really, I'm going to need to go 8 plus 1 1/4. So my final answer, 9 1/4. So now it's 5/4. 4 went into 5 one time. The remainder is 1. The denominator is still 4. Go ahead and do number 16. Don't forget to go in lowest terms if necessary. It's very necessary. Go ahead and pause the video and I'll check your answer on the other side. All right, welcome back. Let's see what we had. We had 1 plus 3 is 4. 1 plus 2 is 3 over 12. 4 and 3/12. That can be simplified, but my whole number stays the same. And 3 goes into 12. So I'm going to divide 3 by 3 is 1. 12 by 3 is 4. My final answer is 1 1/4. All right, let's go ahead and clear and do a couple subtraction. I'll do number 18 and you'll do number 21. So on 18, 7 minus 3 is 4. Keep the 16. I can simplify this. Anytime you have two even numbers, it can be simplified. In this case, 4 goes into 16, so I'm going to divide top and bottom by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 16 divided by 4 is 4. My final answer is 1/4. Once you go ahead and do number 21, you will need to get a common denominator. Go ahead, pause the video. I'll see you on the other side. All right, let's do this number 21, the final problem for today. I need a common denominator of 9 and 6. And the multiples of 9 are 9, 18, 27. Multiples of 6, 6, 12, 18. So I can go 18ths. Nine goes in 18 twice, so I multiply the 8 times 2, which is 16. 6 went in 18 three times, so I have to multiply 5 times 3 as well, which gives me 15. We're going to subtract. 16 minus 15 is 1, and you have over 18, 1/18. That'll wrap up today's review. If you have questions, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to discuss them further with you prior to the assessment, or at least provide you some links for further instruction as well. Good luck on tomorrow's assessment. Have a minute. Minwa, Bama P.